Bop! Howdy, hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with Omegawolf.
I remember how to get in there.
How do we get in there?
There was a native man down by where we came out.
Oh, so we talked to him.
And he had the key.
Oh. Well, of course. Why wouldn't he have the key? That's the most make-sensical thing I've ever heard in my life.
Just native men with the keys to unknown dungeons.
Of course. You should always ask the locals for help.
Yes.
Unless
you deem them crazy.
Well,
then you should try to avoid them.
I mean, this guy seems pretty level-headed.
I'm not sure if it was the dungeon man, but there's a strange-looking tower to the northwest. This key I picked up a little while ago shall maybe open the tower.
Shall maybe open the tower?
You may have it. I do not need it. But it seems that you have too many things.
We do have too many things. Wait, did you almost just drop the Hawkeye?
No. I was gonna try to eat it.
Oh, okay. Eat the Hawkeye.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. What do we need the Hawkeye for?
It lights up dark places.
And we need that for...
later.
Okay. So the Hawkeye, is it like a use once item or something?
I'm not really sure how to answer it.
Looks like we can enter, but it's locked. Use the
key to the tower.
So is that like a tall building or something?
It can actually move.
What's that sign say? It can move.
Welcome, you are inside of my body.
What?
What? This shape.
Is that
his butthole? Please tell me it's not.
I don't know.
My statistics show about 70% of the people go to the right first.
Is that trying to goad us into going left?
Hello.
I think that's what it's trying to do, is goad us to going
left.
left.
It's the presence now.
Is it like harder if you go left or something?
No. It just where we can just kind of rest.
Oh, when you go left it...
Oh, why is this thing still so powerful?
Whoa! Oh, these are the things that are in the
department store.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, wow. These
just
things...
like, why are they still so powerful?
Yeah, I don't think we had a really hard time beating them, like, what?
Yeah, we just
like
kind of...
20 levels ago?
It just, like, screamed as hard as I needed to just to get past them.
Is it a dungeon? I just have to hire a okay, I guess that's nice enough for him to hire a doctor and nurse. How does he get money to pay them?
If you check into this bench, it's just like checking into a hotel.
Really?
Okay. Good night, bench. May you relax and recover your health and spirits.
This must be a hard challenge.
These are kids. They're not old enough to drink spirits.
Oh. Yeah. So they,
What? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They gotta keep you on your toes.
You know what? No.
Just nuke them. Nuke them from orbit.
And... Nope. Dang it. That's not what I wanted.
Well,
I need to get that thing out of the front.
If one of them were a bad key, it would have shown them. Is there an enemy that's a key that we have to, like...
No.
Use that? That'd be hilarious. Like we use the bad key machine on them or something. The mystical record stopped moving.
Yes. Alright, let's see here. There is a place where we can get more powerful equipment, so I'm going to withdraw in absurd amounts.
In this dungeon there's a place to do that?
Like, back where we came out of the pyramid.
Oh, gotcha.
This should be enough.
Oh, the merchant dude.
Yes.
Gotcha.
No!
Ooh.
Get out of here.
So was Pooh as high of a level as the other two?
He was close behind.
Was he? Okay. Is he gonna be much higher level when we reunite with him?
I don't think so.
So he's gonna be like the same level?
Basically, but he has a new move.
Oh, gotcha.
Shh. Just how dare you touch her! Bam!
Yeah, he should, they should at least, like, level him up a bit. You know? Since they're taking him away for a while. Since they literally just introduced him.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
I mean, He's just gonna kill Steel later when he comes back.
Oh, really? Like, that's how he's going to be announced?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, it's gonna be a boss battle, and you're just gonna have him kill Steel like a boss. Spoilers.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm so angry at your spoilers.
Well, too
so
bad.
by the time this episode posts, it'll be quite a while after we shot it. But,
yeah.
It's worth mentioning that tomorrow, not tomorrow in actual time,
In post time.
tomorrow in us time, I'm actually going to be going to Comic-Con with my girlfriend. So, I can't say if you see us there, say hello, because by the time this posts, it'll be well after. But I think what I'm actually going to do is maybe record a little bit. It's because I have a phone that can record really good video.
Yeah.
And I might even bring along like a microphone. And like if I want to talk to anybody, I might like ask them questions and do the whole like, you know, microphone thing. Because I have like a whole lapel microphone. I can just like put it closer to each of us. I might not do that. I might just like take stock footage almost and then just like do voiceovers over it or something. But
yeah,
I don't know. I haven't really done anything like that before, so not really sure how it's gonna work.
We're gonna sell all these big bottle rockets and get a multi-bottle rocket, or get multiple multi-bottle rockets. That's hard to say.
A multi-bottle rocket?
Yes, it's multiple big bottle rockets.
So it's like a multi-use.
Yes.
So
well, no, not multi-use. It just essentially takes what would be this, and multiplies that.
Oh, okay. So it gotcha.
So it's first we got to get this
Crusher beam.
Yes.
What's the crusher beam for?
It's a weapon for Fluter.
For Fluter. Hyper beam. Oh, so it's a gun.
Yes.
Gotcha.
We gotta get all of his useless crap out of here.
Well, I mean, it makes sense that he has a gun because he's got to keep up with them somehow. So with their ability to deal just raw damage.
Yes.
Multi-bottle rocket.
So, ugh. I've actually been fighting against my own brain like this week and just like getting things done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like sorry to say, but even like here, I'm trying to fight myself to talk. Just like I want to be talking here and entertaining people.
That's fine. I mean,
not that we're actually doing anything.
Well, you know, I could talk about all sorts of things, I guess, if you want. Like 9/11. I don't know.
we probably shouldn't talk about that.
Well, I mean, it did just happen, so for the viewer who's watching this, when this comes out, 9/11 will be long past. But I think like this past week has actually been kind of hard because I don't know. I've just been kind of like out of it this past week.
Yeah.
And then like 9/11, like the anniversary of that happened, and I literally like walked into a break room, like at work, and like the 9/11 documentary was playing. You know, where the one where they take like all the found footage from like 9/11 for people like on the ground who were like recording, and they like show like the time, like they put it in order of when it actually happened, so you can actually kind of feel what it was like throughout the time frame of it.
Yeah.
And they kind of show like when all the towers were hit and everything, because you know, and there just happened to be like some film students who were like filming down there, so they have like really high quality footage. You know the one.
Yeah.
And like literally I walked into the break room and like that was playing, and it was like this sinking feeling, right? Because like it took me back to like 6th grade when like 9/11 happened and everybody was like freaking out, you know.
Yeah.
Do you remember 9/11?
I think I remember Mom and Grandma talking about it.
Yeah.
Like I was maybe watching the Jimmy Neutron movie, or one of the music videos that was also on the disc or something.
Yeah.
While they were talking about it.
Were you in school when that happened?
I don't think so.
2001? How old would you been in 2001?
Let's see. Maybe 5.
Okay, that's too soon for school, right?
Maybe.
I think because you go to school at what, 6?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I was in like 6th grade. So like, I remember that day.
Reference of age difference.
Yeah. I don't know that I necessarily understood everything that was happening, but I definitely understood what happened to the culture afterwards.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of racism that I noticed towards like Arabs in general.
Yeah.
People who are brown.
Stop spawning!
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a safe area.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned that story, like as far as like the like the first time I had sort of, because we grew up in a very white community.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a whole lot of necessarily opportunity to see racism, really,
Yeah.
because there wasn't a whole lot of people to be racist against. So you're in a bubble, right? So the first time that I really like was introduced to racism was like against people from the Middle East.
Yeah.
And just people having attitudes like that. So it was very surreal, very weird. And when you're like that young, you don't feel like you can actually say anything, so you just don't. So
I normally don't because I just don't like conflict.
yeah, I think there was one time when I actually I was in a bar. This was maybe 2015 or something. I was in a bar and there was this guy there, and I was just kind of like, minding my own business.
Yeah.
And this guy there is like actually a Hispanic guy, and he was saying just these like really racist things. And like I was like, hey dude, like that's really racist. And he's like, no, it's not. And I'm like, oh god. It was one of those things where I was like, dude, this is objectively racist. Here's why. Like, I don't want to like butt into your conversation, but I'm just sitting here and hearing you say these very racist things. And eventually got to the point where I was literally just like yelling at this guy because he was just so blatantly and like unapologetically racist. And it got to the point where because at this bar that I went to, like, I never like overreacted to anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd been going there for like 2 years. Like, I was a regular at this bar. And they, like, the bartender was there, and for them to see me yelling at someone was it was abnormal, to say the least. Because, I've been very, very drunk before. And I usually just sit there, or, if somebody talks to me, I'll kind of respond or whatever. But normally I was just sitting there brooding. So, they were like, whoa, and they started listening on the conversation, and they start to realize I'm right. and so nobody really and so it got to the point where I was yelling at him so much that I lost my voice.
Yeah.
And so I worked in a call center, and I couldn't like talk very well the next day, and so I had to like call in and be like, hey, I was yelling at a racist guy last night. I can't talk right now, as you can tell. Do you still want me to come in? And they're like, oh no, it's fine, just take the day off, so just call in or whatever, call in sick. So because like it's a call center, and if I can't talk, then I can't do anything. So but anyway, that's the only time I've really ever had to I felt like I had to step up and say something, because it was like it was next to me, right?
Yeah.
It was like right next to me. And I can still see this guy's smug face. Because while I was yelling at him, he had this look on his face like, oh, you're yelling, so I won the argument, sort of a thing. It was literally like, I'm yelling at you because you're a garbage human being. Like, it was, you don't deserve this respect anymore. You don't deserve the respect of an amicable discussion, because the things you're talking about, the things you're saying, disrespect the existence of other human beings.
Yeah.
You don't deserve respect anymore. So... and that's why it was like, you know what? Yeah. And like my friend Rebecca came over, who is black, and she at first was like, oh, what is Josh doing? Like he's probably overreacting or whatever. But even though I've never yelled or anything in front of, I don't really yell anymore. Yeah. But she came over and started listening to the conversation, and she started going, oh dang, Josh is actually like correct. Like he's actually like doing this for a valid reason, because he was just objectively racist. So but yeah, that's
something I've been hearing a lot lately is the concept of you can be right and still wrong at the top of your voice.
Yeah, very, very true.
And so it's like he was probably that, like, I think he said that he was smiling because he thought he won because
because you're yelling. Because that's kind of the thing with like racism, is that a lot of times racists come at it with like oh well, I'm the one being peaceful and I'm the one being, you know, amicable, or not amicable. I'm the one who's not overreacting, so clearly I'm the correct person.
That is a glitch right there.
Huh. That's something that's very common. It's there's a tactic on the political right where they say, what happened to what's the thing they say? What happened to, it's like decency, or no, what happened to shoot, I forget what it is.
Common courtesy?
Yeah, not common courtesy. Whatever happened to it's something like that, right? It's like this political point they say, and it's like, well, you know, it's like, just because you're calm and collected doesn't mean you're right, and it doesn't mean that it's right for you to pretend that you won an argument because you were calm and collected.
Yeah.
When you're describing things that are objectively terrible human rights abuses, and you're describing them and you're describing wanting to do them matter-of-factly, and you're unaffected emotionally, that makes you a psychopath, actually. So it's, you know, anyway, this is getting a little more political than I was intending on being, but yeah. Anywho's, racism's bad, kids.
Don't do racism.
Don't do racism. This is your brain on racism.
Just.
Yeah. No, I think it's become like more important lately to like actually call people out on their racism.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people just go through their life thinking they're not being racist.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing about racism is like, it's not really enough to be like not racist.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are not racist. And being not racist is one of those things. It's the first thing that people claim when they do something racist, right? It's
or
like,
about to say something racist.
Yeah, or about to say something like, I'm not racist, but, you know, or they'll say like they'll do something like that's racist, and you'll be like, dude, that's racist. And they'll be like, no, I'm not racist. Like, I don't have a racist bone in my body, wherever the racist bone is. But it's not enough to be not racist, because you can just go through life doing nothing and not being racist. But
yeah,
you need to be anti-racist. You need to be against racism. And being not racist doesn't mean you're against racism. It just means you're not racist. And that doesn't help.
Yeah.
If you do nothing when there's a clear aggressor, you're helping the aggressor by not doing anything to defend the victim.
Well, it's the same thing with bullying.
Yeah, exactly. It's you know. Anyway, forgot what I was going to say, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Oh, no problem here, I guess.
That face is mine. Feel free to talk to it. Do I want to?
I guess we kind of have to, don't we? Welcome. Long time no see. Mr. Fluter, we met in Winters a long time ago. I'm Brick Road. Dr. Endernut's finally made me a dungeon man. If you want, I'll come with you guys for a while. The return hole is over there. Jump in that hole and then walk out. What is the return hole? What is the return hole? Jump in with all your courage. What is the return hole? Do I really want to know?
Well, there's this hole here.
Someday you should enter with courage. Is this the intestine?
This is his head.
That's his head. Okay. Ooh, there's certainly a lot of things going on the screen.
What?
The floor's on fire, and we snuck up on the fire and murdered it.
It was probably a fire hydrant from Moonside.
Oh, that could be. Oh, an IQ capsule?
Whatever.
What are you talking about? We need the IQ capsule.
So we went all the way down from the head to here.
And that's the foot, right?
It's in the middle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's why is this thing following us?
Because he's following us. Come back here, you! You're worth a lot.
Ooh. Is he gonna fight with us too?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So we should probably call this episode here.
But that worm must die.
Because it's gonna give us like a bajillion experience, right?
I must feast upon its experience.
So once you catch this worm, very nice. And they always make it run away from you too, so you can sneak attack it. That's nice.
27,524 experience points.
Wow.
Each.
Are we gonna level up?
Yep. She's
Are
up to 59.
all of them going to level up?
He's 58.
Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and say stop.
We gotta get him stuck first.
Stuck? Oh no. What do you mean stuck?
He's just stuck there.
He must say goodbye.
That's his eternal resting place.
Forever?
Yes.
Why did we do that?
Because he needs to get stuck there.
Okay, well, this is Frackbox.
This is Omegawolf.
Have a great day.
I'm just gonna...
Have a great day.
Bye.